This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, SICKDOE and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Nigga, SICKDOE and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making SICKDOE and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the
Wall
favorite saying?
Street, Wall Street Pete.
Everybody buy it, goes up really high.
Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in Crypto. Want to learn how to make SICKDOE in Crypto? We hit that like, we hit that subscribe. We're going to the moon, and we're going soon. Right now, we're going to hell, as many people would probably agree. Favorite movie, I'm holding it up. I watched it again. Certain parts in the movie you forget. What a lovely time. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday, so don't let the Friday ruin your day. It's still Friday, no matter what you do. So, beautiful beads that I'm wearing. Thank you, Jill. Wear them every day. I had a tiger. I need the strength, and I need my protection, as Bitcoin is falling really below prices that I did not say we were going to. Perhaps I did not say, but perhaps I did say silently. Well, you have to like and subscribe. Talk about crypto news. We're going to talk about this chart in a minute. Real quick, I'm going to talk about the crypto news. The most important thing is the fundamentals. So please, none of this is financial advice. Do your own homework, as you will find out. If you do your own research and your own homework, some of these things are true. And some of them you might contest. That's up to you. But here we are, without further ado, with 37.5. I had a price range here. We most definitely cannot fall down here and stay here. But notice the circle here on July 22nd, 2021. We had prices fall below that price, all the way a little bit lower down. If you see, right there it is, the 20th of June. So we hit 30,075, perhaps a little lower. If you do notice, we hit it again, but tested just not as low, and then proceeded to go up. Well, if you noticed, right around here, and as I had this price lit for you yesterday and said that there's a possibility, I didn't say it was coming, I said there's a possibility. And now, unfortunately, what's going on? Did we just lose? Oh, man, we are unlucky right now. Unlucky with, okay, we are good. I'm sorry, I thought that we paused out. All right, excuse me. I thought that we got disconnected. I apologize. But I got some big news to talk about. So we want to talk about this, how I do believe there's a bounce coming, how I do believe that we cannot stay above, and we have to finish right above 41.5. I don't know if many people understand the price of Bitcoin. 41.5 was a big number. And I'm just putting the line out there really fast, and this is not the chart. This is the daily we're looking at, so each candle is a day. So if we look at the weekly, though, and we pay attention to that, we're going to go over it. We're going to talk a lot about it. So I'm sorry about that little mess up there, but let's pay attention to what the whales are doing to us. Let's be real, right? We do all our homework. Down 10%, disgusted, 1.8. So basically 200... Oh, man, I want to talk about it. $200 billion have been washed away, roughly, out of here in overnight. So there was a plan. There was obviously something here. So this was set up. Let's be real still, right? We're not going to go over the conspiracies. Cardano was at around 1.5 billion when we went to sleep. Now it's about doubled, so you already see what they're doing. They're buying that. We talked maybe a day and a half ago, I want to say about 36 hours ago, right? Solana's volume was about 730 million. They're doing something. They're buying the dip, and they all plan to have a sip. Well, Jack Dorsey wants to defend Bitcoin developers from legal trouble with a new fund. This was the 13th of January. Old news. big deal why I bring it up, because he's been busy. Twitter rolls out January 2021, 2022 here. Twitter rolls out verified NFT profile pictures. This is insane because Twitter embraces the NFTs. Have many people talk to me, say each day, well, what good is an NFT, right? And I do agree with what they're saying. What good is an NFT if I could just take a picture and copy it, right? Well, now they're having people that you actually have to verify. And if you verify, you actually can get it as your profile. So we're going to learn about that. Big steps. Jack Dorsey is kicking ass and taking names. So you can check this article out. Twitter embraces NFTs, but we're going to go on to the next thing here. NFT trading, Facebook and Instagram. So this is insane. They're actually going to be able to trade. This is what I was talking about, putting it down. The social media giant behind Facebook and Instagram is preparing to launch a feature that will allow users to view NFTs on their social media accounts, according to a report by the Financial Times. So this is exciting. You'll be able to mint your stuff, your music, anything you can think of, and it'll finally be able to be a profile. It'll be able to be more advertised. The metaverse is changing. This is why Facebook has been doing this. Today's news, followers, many strategic moves from Mark Zuckerberg. I wanted to say something else, excuse me. Company to the adopt blockchain technology. The firm made clear its intentions to explore crypto when it announced in June 2019 that it would launch a stable coin called Libra along with the crypto wallet called Novia. The project had a rocky journey and has since been rebranded to Diem, not yet released. So understand, they've had these plans a long time ago. Get what's going on. It's growing. The NFT world, it's not going away. I don't understand why people think that's happening. Create an Instagram to allow users to create and display and sell them. So that's basically all they're doing. So understand, I'm not going to go over the article. Very excited. We're going to watch this commercial, and this is exactly 6.7 million views. It's not going away. It's like trying to do the headbang challenge, right? I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that? This is getting ridiculous now. I mean, you can't get away without seeing a commercial. You can't get away without getting involved and waiting for the bull market. Like, this is what I made this morning. I was getting tired of it, just like you. I'm human as well. It's getting annoying, so please hit the like and subscribe. We're working hard for you every day, waiting for the bears to go away. And when are they going to go away? There's actually a gentleman sitting here. A bear came up on him, and watch what the bear does. This is actually insane. So imagine this is where we're at right now in the stage of the bull market. Let's kick his ass and get him out of here. That's hilarious. Follow me on Instagram. One of the worst 15-minute candles probably seen in a long time, and that was when it was at 40,000 and below. Were worse. So we're going to go into that in a second. The fear, obviously, extreme fear. This is the fear and greed index for Bitcoin, and obviously, it's getting so much fear. We're probably down the right here. I didn't even look it up. This was a day ago. So if you pay attention, definitely to mention, I want people to pay attention because this is big news. 47,000. Now, this is the yesterday chart. So if you're wondering what chart we're on, it's TradingView. This is 47,000, has to be broken on the daily. And once you see that V pattern, if you could really get into it and zoom in when you need to, there's something coming in right here. See it? And that's the inverted. So we would circle that. And then there's something coming in. There's something coming in. I mean, I know we always get really like shallow and we pay attention to Wall Street Pete talking about 47,000 and then you see it go to 38 and then you unsubscribe. That's the stupidity of the things of what we do. I want you to understand that this happens first. I don't know. Just people are attacking me. Oh, it's at 38. I said 37 and a half. We're not done, bitch. Excuse my mouth. I'm a human being just like everybody else. I love people. I hate people the same. I try not to hate. Michael Saylor, pay attention. Definitely to mention.
Transformation is the digital transformation of property, money, and energy. And Bitcoin represents that transformation. So 8 billion people are going to want to move money at the speed of light on a mobile phone. What I
shit. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I wonder how long I did that for. That sucks. If we don't get this bounce in 2 days on the weekly, and that's a shame I did that, we're in trouble. 2 days, thank you very much. In 2 days and 10 hours on the weekly, if we don't get this bounce, because I know I talked about the 37.5 briefly, we're going down to 30,000, and that's pretty much what I had here printed out for you. It was a quick little dummy chart. Hit the screen. Not financial advice, obviously, and I'm really sorry I did that. I hate when that happens. That's why I don't like to mute the mic too much. I'd rather just play through and hear the echo a little, because then I forget to turn it back on. Good morning, everybody. Actually, excuse my manners. But if you pay attention, I had this here already. So I don't want to go over the video showing you again what we did, but do pay attention to the new higher lows. This is a low we were at the time of the weekly on the 19th. Well, guess what? If you pay attention, that definitely to mention, right, as we do that often, this candle is starting to emulate this candle right here. And I want you to really get that. Before we always had a humongous bounce to the upside, what did we have happen? An awful fall, right? Talk about DMX, right? You got to fall before you can get up. I'm slipping. I'm falling. I got to get up. And this is what's happening right now. We're slipping. We're falling. We got to get up. Because if we don't, we're going to see 30,000. We're going to repeat this. And then we're going to be talking about the bear market and how Bitcoin really just got effed up. Now, if all of the fundamentals, everything we go over, all this stuff we talk about, right? Exponential moving average. If you see the ribbon, that's what I need to show people, and that's what you need to see, because this is probably one of the biggest parts of the video, and a lot of people don't get it. This is the exponential moving average, okay? It's getting tighter. It's getting tighter, which means we're getting a price action. If it's to the downside, we already said where we're going. Well, we needed to talk about the upside as we always do. Look what's happening. We fell below here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the weekly on the 19th. We already talked about the 19th. The exponential moving average on the weekly now. It tells a lot of time frame from December 7th before that huge move in January. Understand this ribbon on the bottom. We are hanging out by a thread to stay bullish. Now, if we proceed, and I'm showing you in depth, this is a quick video for this. You see that fall. If we don't correct this dip on the next candle coming into the weekly in 2 hours and 2 days and 10 hours, we are in deep doo-doo. Understand. So we need to have the next candle coming up into this V for an inverted head and shoulders pattern, or we are in deep doo-doo, as I said. Hoping that a shoulder here, head here, I don't know. I don't know how you want to look at it on the weekly. I'm not breaking it down. It takes too much time. But if you understand what I'm trying to show you, pay attention to that. That's a very, very big deal. That candle, the red candle, needs to finish above. It's so important that if it doesn't happen, we may be sad together. So I want you to understand that. We'll go over ALGO. We'll talk about the scenario playing with the Bitcoin scenario, doing the same thing now, okay? So I got some loyal followers, got some loyal people on this channel. I appreciate you. Hit that like and hit that subscribe. We do about 2 videos a day. We try to get at least 1 in a day. Man at Decentraland, a lot of these tokens are taking a whopping ass whooping. And this is what's going to happen now. All these coins that were just at these prices, they're going to come back to the same level. And they're going to skyrocket. But the problem is right now is everyone's dying. Everyone's crying. The blood in the streets is absolutely insane right now. I'm going to be real with you. Right now, pay attention. What's happening? Because we're crashing. We're crashing as we're live. 1.81, right? Watch the refresh because it's getting scary. All right. So 1.8 trillion. Now we're getting worse. Prices have fallen. We're almost hitting 2,700 Ethereum. When was the last time we did that? So you have to understand what's happening. There is a lot of FUD. There is a lot of shit going on. Excuse me, I don't know why that just happened. But if you pay attention to this weekly, right? I'm going to get to the forwardly. I don't want you to see this. We're getting a breakout. But guess what? It's breaking out to the downside. We could have had a warning. I could have told you. If you see every time, and I'm trying to get a nice little thing here to show you. Each time we got a tightening band. What happened? Breakout came. But it was to the downside this time. If you want to see the breakout here, tightening to the upside, right? That's what we're waiting for. So that's one of the indicators maybe you learned today. Maybe you could say, hey, Wall Street Pete taught me an indicator. If I use my ribbon and my Bollinger Band with when it comes and tightens, there's a big breakout coming. To the upside or to the downside, I don't know. But at least I know that there's a breakout coming. That's kind of cool, right? At least you can get that much done. So you're welcome with that. ALGO, there is something happening. I really just need to remove the drawings. I just need to remove everything. Because at this point in moment, when you get something this magnitude, you have to sit back, stop, take a deep breath, and then restart. Because honestly, as a trader, as an investor, a lot of people, I mean, I had a couple people I know, they were excited last night. I got ALGO at 120, 125. And as they kept saying lower and lower, you know what I mean? It was like, yeah, I see that. And it's like, it gets scary. It's all the investments. It's not just ALGO. This is pretty scary if you are an investor right now in the crypto world. And it's crashing. Who knows? Could there be some things going on in the third world countries that we don't know about right now? Probably. And what I'm seeing right now is a pump coming, but this is a dead cat bounce all the way. And if you see this, falling wedge, 100% of falling wedge. I see what's going on here. And if you want TradingView, you can get it on your cell phone. You can get it on your PC. It's up to you. But right here, there is definitely something happening as far as resistance and support. ALGO will find this to be resistance, and this is when you will know that we were coming back. So if you wanted to find this out, this might be exciting. I'll put this in the title. 132. So about 132. If you pay attention to this, please, I love it. If you do understand, I love that you're getting requests in. This is probably the greatest inverted coming. The thing is I don't. I'm a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie. Why am I concerned? Well, not this common sense that it's falling. I'm getting concerned because the next uptick to the upside is only that size. And I guess we're not counting for the FOMOing in the volume when it comes back. But at some point in time, if this is really happening, as much to the upside here, I'm looking at this 145. I want to see what it gives me. Yep, that's about right. That's very fearful. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the last. We're not done. 103. So you maybe get ALGO at 103. So now we were just talking about the top. I'm trying to help you with the bottom here. And 103 is a big indicator here. Trying to get there. It's not as easy as you think sometimes. So what's going on? Yeah, Rose. We'll see if we can do that next. Right now, I'm just trying to show what's happening here. What's happening here is, I see big resistance right here, and I'm focusing on that on ALGO during the flip of here. So really, I'm going to take away what I said, even though we had major support here, because you see it's there. But I want to see what the heck's going on here. There's too much in that May time before we went down, and we broke to the upside on that. But if you do see focused, if you focus in and do stay basically set here, there is actually a price here where it's not done. This is very disappointing here if this is what's going to happen. Now, we need a bounce along with Bitcoin. Understand, see, we fell all the way through to that. So we may have touched already. Understand, I've been a cent and a half off here and there. We may have touched where we're going to bottom out here, and I do hope so. Let's see. We'll probably come back, retest, because what's happening now is all the volume, all the money's coming out. It's still not affecting the price. This is still coming down. The next candle will obviously keep going. You're going to get a V down, and like I said, there's a chance you may actually still hit here. But what the most important thing is we break out through there and then start really coming in. So that's it. Not to really elaborate too long on ALGO, but this is ALGO. And this is a big determining factor. You need that to break out there. You really do. So if you can get a candle on the forwardly to close out and finish a candle above this peak, you'll probably be excited about what's up for the next move. And you could be along an inside here ascending channel. So that's something I would pay attention to. Hit the like and subscribe. It's going to take some time, right? We're consolidating. The trend is your friend. And if you look at this 4 hourly, this is the ugliest thing you ever did see. I'm not a fan, obviously. Very, very scary looking. It's just an avalanche if you do see that. So a bunch of times you get excited. Well, it's just manipulation of the whales getting in. So they're letting everyone in right now. Let's be real as steel. I've never seen anything so unstable. And that's what it is. It's unstable. So what is Rose? Let's see the chart of Rose. I think that's also on Coinbase. This is what we do. You hit the like. Hit the subscribe, and then we talk a little bit about some other things we can do, and we do have it. It's saying right there. So let me go back and get it. 39 cents right now. Let's see where we're at. And currently, right now, it is actually hitting. It's going to be hitting some support, flip resistance. See how we have that there? Interesting. So what you'll see here, this is just coming into rose, a kiss of a rose right away. That is very, very medium-like. Adjust it because you see what the market's doing now. 37.7, big deal here. I'm looking at the previous TA of this, which is not that great, but volume on the bottom. As you see, the whole market is shitting the bed. It is what it is. Everybody's flipping out, freaking out. In my last time here, if you do see my resistance flip, wow. Ooh, so we're going to go down on the support. Look where we get the last support resistance flip, and I mean, this is dangerous. We're talking 23 cents, maybe 22.9. So this thing has growth. It's still showing the trend as your friend. Well, if I was a blind man and I didn't know what I was doing on Rose, I would say, wow, this thing is done, right? This is the daily. So if you pay attention to the daily, new higher lows, there's a reason why we always talk about that. As long as we stay there, we're creating new higher lows. So that's nothing changing. So right here, right about here, you'll still continue. If you're in this range, well, you're still in a bullish pattern. So understand that. A lot of people don't get that. It's all about what the candle finishes. And on the daily, it's 9 hours and 46 minutes for this daily candle. So you do have to understand potentially and technically, and that's why I love technical analysis, we're still good. If you see here, we're creating new higher lows. All we're doing is getting you out. We're getting the weak hands out. We're shaking the weak hands out. So you have to understand that mentally on what's happening there. RSI levels, we already know, we're probably kicking butt to the bottom here. On the 4-weekly, we have to see it. Yes. So last time we did that, it was December 5th, 2021. So this was last year's history. And what happened last year? Let's just find out. I'm just curious. We're looking only at a 4-weekly now, so understand that too. Put that into perception. 4-hourly candle. So this is nothing significant of like a daily, a weekly. This is just a 4-hourly, which is still big to me. I'm telling you. So if you see what happened after that, you see what we started to do, and here it is. The range from that time frame kind of was about 88%. So rose. Kiss of a rose. Gave you about 88%. What did it do? It probably did the same thing again because that's how history usually likes to repeat. And if I were to see the bottom, right there it is. I'm just looking at the bottom and I matched the top. I was trying to bottom this corner here. As you see, it works perfect. Well, it just matched the exact same. Did it hit its peak? No, the FOMO brought in about a little bit more there, as you see. So 66% on the repeat, even though this was an 88% move back on rose from last year. So 88% last year, and it still managed to do a 66% before it hit major resistance, as you see right here on the January timeframe, as we did, and then it fell. And everyone, it's falling, right? But all it did was almost fall down to the resistance. Well, now guess what, punks? Now it's a real fall. And that's what it's telling you right now. Still creating a new higher low. You're still safe in this zone. Support levels up here, which will flip to resistance, obviously. As you see there, there's a few candles on the 4-weekly, and we spent almost a day there. So you can see that. That's pretty strong, 41 cents. Flipping on resistance, coming back to, obviously, this new year still now. We're on a 4-weekly, so we're not going back to last year. We're still in this year, coming out to January, hitting resistance. So that just tells me we're in a good spot. The FOMO took you down. It's still taking you down. But like I said, we still have an hour and 43 minutes before this candle's over. I do expect the FOMO red candle down and then absolutely start turning some green candles here, and let's get the upward W's, my ladies and gentlemen. What is an upward W? It's a very bullish pattern that many people don't like to talk about, but if you do see what's going on, ultimately on the longer term frame here, coming all the way, into January 26th, maybe the end of the month, perhaps it'll take. Going into February, we're actually going to perhaps eclipse that. 54 cents is a resistance level there again. Let's go back where that blue line I have. I'm sorry, 53.5. So 53.5 on the rose is good. Kiss on the rose. You know that song? Did you have a happy day? Did you know? I love that song. When it snows, my eyes become larger. The light that you shine can be seen. Baby. Yeah, right? We want to keep the likes, right? Let's stop doing it. Ha, I like some comedy in here. So you'd be surprised the high notes I can hit for a deep voice man. So men at Decentraland, I'm going to take this one into my own hands here because some crazy shit's happening to the market. And I want people to understand this is shaking out the weak hands, man. This is, and I like that I went to it because it's awesome looking. I got to go to the tip here because that is some FOMO BS right there. We're going to start from here. This is one of the most beautiful descending channels I ever did see. This is the 4-hourly on Mana Decentraland. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, it's up to you, but please pay attention. Definitely to mention, this is not financial advice. This is just a gentleman. No, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a gentleman who likes to wear the visor, as we can see. So let's keep it real as steel. What may be happening here as we are definitely hitting this ascending channel, showing me a bullish action to the upside. We will get that big kick to the ace. And what do we need here on Mana Decentraland? Because there's a bunch of you people out there that are squealing and wheeling like little punks. 347, I understand. Because a lot of the young cats out there have their money invested, and they don't know what to do. They just sell immediately because they're freaking out. $100 in U.S. dollars, right? And I tell you how irresponsible that is, right? Well, how irresponsible it is, 321 I said, how irresponsible it is, well, sometimes it's not so irresponsible. Sometimes it's actually a really good friggin' idea. And why do I say that? Well, it's times like this, when you're picking up sticks on the beach with nothing, wishing you had something. Well, here it is, right about here, 320, 321. Pay attention, definitely to mention on this. This is a big problem, but this is a wonderful problem. That's going to happen is we're going to get this and break through, and then you're going to get this test to the 286, and then that's when you're going to see the light. Major resistance coming in. You'll probably hit it right here. You won't even get to go nowhere at the 350 level. I'm talking about long-term time frame in February. So understand where I'm getting at. Understand this dip, and do notice, pay attention in depth of what I do, because when I do it, it shows. We're down here at this price. I show falling more. It doesn't mean it's happening. It just means we need room for it. Because if you pay attention to the old history, it shows even here for a few candles, we could be done, right? We could be done. 239, I believe that is done there. I'm talking about a finished candle. Once it finishes, when I see a candle with a neck, that means it's just talking ish. See that? It's talking ish. That's as low it's going to ever go. It may not go longer. We will see the next candle come down because the people are FOMOing. Even though the whales are buying the shit out of it, they won't tell you. I'll be in East Rutherford tomorrow night racing a horse at the Meadowlands. Come on out, Pete. Oh, man, that is so cool. I wish I could. I definitely cannot. I actually have plans tomorrow night. But that sounds amazing. I hope your horse wins. And do please, if you want, on the side tip, throw me who your horse's name is. I'll check it out. That's so awesome. Check this out, going through the ascending channel on the downward slope. We'll pull some indicators out, maybe give us some help on Mana Decentraland. We already know how big Mana is, and, get your Mana together. There it is, 4-hourly. And if I see on the 4-hourly, we are absolutely smashing through the RSI bottom. A very, very, very good thing. Because why? Because this is when you save your money to buy this. I told you, save your money to buy the dip, and then you can have a sip. So not to make this any longer, it's already been a 30-minute video. We did Mana Decentraland. We did ALGO. I thought it was important. Pay attention to some of the levels that we need to get back to in order to remain bullish. Have to finish a 4-hourly candle above this. I want to reiterate what we talked about on Bitcoin because it's so important. If you see on the RSI levels, the last time we fell like this, well, the last time we did that was December 27th, 2021. So you better pay attention, definitely to mention. What did we do? Just to give you a quick history of what happened. 52,000 on that day. And then what happened next? Well, what happened next is we found a support level, but we did fall to it. Let's go because it was manipulation of that day. So let's be real as steel and go there. 3 days later, 47.2. You thought that was a big one, right? And then it went down all the way through past here. So watch what's happening. This is the repeat of the history of what we're dealing with. We're doing nothing but falling. One thing changing before we go. I want you to see this. You may not see this with the naked eye, but I can. If you see this, and that's what I've noticed, if you see this slope downward, but if you'd notice this one, now this is a downward slope, right? We thought we were going sideways. Well, what do you see here? So I'm going to go right here. That's starting to go up, but what is this? Ultimately, if you pull it out, there is some type of a slight word up. So this is the forwardly. Pay attention, definitely to mention. This obviously kicked through manipulation. This is what wasn't supposed to happen, is my point. And if you pay attention here now, we are hitting those levels of Wall Street Pete's number of the 37.5. It's pretty damn close. So I said it could happen. I didn't say it was going to happen, but I will tell you what will happen if we don't finish, and I hate to beat a dead horse, if we don't finish above that candle frame, and we need to do it, ladies and gentlemen, we need to come back. If we don't start coming back, I'm afraid 30,000. I'm afraid 30,000 may make an appearance here before we ever go back up. So we have to pay attention very strong to this. It's very severe. This video is more urgent than I think anybody understands any more than what I possibly could. The fear is real. The FOMO is real. When everybody's excited, right, we're all excited together. When everybody's sad, we're all sad together. It is what it is. This is how this place works. So please pay attention. The scammers are coming back. I understand that. We're trying to do as many videos as we can. Real life person, we run into things and problems that we cannot do them all the time. But please, the comment section has been really, really weak. I did want to say that. The comment section has been really weak. So that has a lot to do with why some of the videos sometimes we don't come out. So if you start paying attention definitely what's happening, I don't want to say this is coming. Please don't. Oh, here he is with another silent. No. I'm not doing nothing silent. I'm letting you know that I do expect this hoop coming. It's wild. The Fibonacci sequence we'll go over maybe tonight. That's what I'm going to probably do. So we're going to talk about the Fibonacci sequence. Where do we stand on the Fibonacci sequence tonight? It's so important, these levels. And these are nothing right now. This is just a BS. But we're going to start talking about how the 38.2 pullback, the 50%, and the 61.8 pullback are the top three big levels as you go into the golden pocket, which this is. So I want you to learn as much as you can. Notice this is so funny, the golden pocket, we're sitting right here, but this is not anything to look at or sneeze at. It's just a quick pull it out. I did not gauge or set any points, but we're going to do that tonight. I want to see what we've done, and I'm probably going to do the weekly, because the weekly is the most important candle to check out. It really is. I think we need to pay attention to it. So that's probably what we'll do tonight. If you're interested, if you have any altcoins, and this is why I was saying the comment section has been weak. If you have any altcoins that you want to go over tonight or our next video, let's say it like that. Higher lows are happening. Please, you have to comment in the comment section, not now, in the comment section after the video is over. Please tell me what you want to go over. This gentleman from Wall Street worked on Wall Street, the New York Mercantile Exchange. Obviously, it's closed. There is now the Van Gogh Museum. These altcoins are taking a massive dump. They're getting destroyed. Understand? Some people's money is getting decimated. You have to understand you cannot trade on emotion. Some of these assets are made for you to buy the dip and to gradually just put in. Ooh, we're getting blurry. We must be getting drunk. There we are. Focus in, baby. So Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto, a gentleman who used to work on the trading floor. Just letting you know, man, you will lose your shirt. You will lose your shirt if you make mistakes, if you sell for a loss. And remember, it's not always good to hold. Sometimes it's good to mitigate your losses. But how to do that? You dollar cost average out. Same way as you go in. So this is not financial advice. This is a gentleman who's twice as nice and used to learn himself, watching the traders do it every day. And finally, he can do it himself. So we're out of here like Vladimir. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. It's Friday. And guess what? You just got paid. So if you want to buy the dip, that's up to you. Yes, we're going to be feeding the poor soon, my buddy Todd. I really do believe in that. I don't know when it's happening. I hate to have a timeline for that. But one day we're going to do big things. And we're starting small with little steps on this YouTube channel. So please hit the like and subscribe. We're going on a ride. We're going to the moon. We're going to have a good day. La-dee-da-da. Ain't no one got it done today. So hit that like, subscribe, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, baby. We can do it together. I can't do it by myself.